What is history? The time in which we live is the present. The time that precedes the present is called the past. History tells us about events in the past. History is a coherent account of the significant events of the past. History is generally divided into three periods: ancient, medieval, and modern. In the study of history, we try to understand what happened in the past. Man has been living on the earth for thousands of years. In the course of this long period, man has made progress with great perseverance. His path was not an easy one. Mankind has struggled hard to make progress. We learn about this in history. The need for history. Man used the resources available in his environment to get food, clothing, and shelter. Human life became comfortable with the help of nature. It can be enriched further only if nature is conserved. We often wonder how man lived in the past, what his food was like, how he clothed himself, and so on. The study of history provides answer to such questions. We learn about the progress made by our ancestors through the study of history, and it gives us a sense of pride. At the same time, the study of history enables us to make further progress by avoiding the mistakes made by our ancestors. Chronology in history. We need to know as to when exactly the different events in the past took place. Certain events are interrelated. For example, after James Watt improved the steam engine, such engines came to be used on a large scale. If we study events in a chronological order, that is, according to their time sequence, we understand the correlation between them. A particular method is used to refer to time while arranging the events in chronological order. Timeline. In the system commonly used today, time is measured from the year when Jesus Christ was born. This method of referring to time is now used in all parts of the world for the convenience of international transactions. What is the year of the event which took place 100 years after the birth of Jesus Christ? It is 100 AD. AD is short for Anno Domini. It means in the year of the Lord. During the Indian freedom struggle, the Quit India movement was launched in 1942. We say that it was launched in AD 1942 or 1942 AD because this event took place 1942 years after the birth of Christ. All events taking place after the birth of Christ are referred to in this way. But many important events have taken place before the birth of Jesus Christ. How do we refer to them? Vardhaman Mahavir was born 599 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. Therefore, we say that Vardhaman Mahavir was born in the year 599 BC. 599 before Christ. When we refer to historic periods, we often mention centuries. The word century stands for 100 years. The period from AD 1 to AD 100 is called the first century of the Christian era. The period of 100 years from 1901 to 2000 is called the 20th century. The first century BC is the period of 100 years just before the birth of Jesus Christ. When we say that Buddhism was founded in the 6th century BC, we mean that it was founded sometime between 600 BC and 501 BC. Reference to a particular year indicates the specific time of an event, whereas reference to a century indicates an approximate or broad period of time.